Hola, soy Salamancer y estás viendo SalTV. And in case you were wondering, that was totally Spanish right there. But we have Team CA, which I don't even know what that stands for, versus elysiuM from the great nation of Chile. Believe it or not, this is a Chilean game. Happened, I think, last November. And already we are out to the mid-fight on Snakewater. A very difficult mid-fight to survive, especially if your team can't jump up high properly. But it looks like both teams have at least one soldier on the high ground right now. Oh, Red just lost their pocket. Now the medic is getting spammed there, and elysiuM's medic is going to have to run away. That is Soviet Sim. Bones, meanwhile, getting spammed pretty hard. You're down to 20 health, and he's really got to get back. That's a tough situation to be in when you're trying to run through one of those choke points, because everybody knows where you're going to go. And it looks like elysiuM do manage to capture the middle point. Most likely, they have pretty much the same team composition, except swap out a demo for a soldier as far as who's up right now. But Team CA, I almost want to call them California, except then it would... Oh, come on. I hate these view models. But whatever. That would be a capital C. But Team CA backed up onto their second point. And yes, these games happened. I think I have two of them. Although, maybe three. I've asked for the third. But it's a best-of-3 series. It is I think it's the finals in teamfortress.cl, which is, of course, Chile's domain, whatever you call it. I'm not an internet expert here. I just do videos, and people tell me how to do them. Tito actually coming in here and forcing the blue medic to pop really early, but the problem is CA has lost 2 players here, so even though they have an Uber, they are going to have to pop it. They will probably stop the cap on second for now, and some nice raining down death here from Mono. He's gotten 2 kills, or at least 1 kill, 1 assist so far, and he's going for this scout as well. Can't quite take him out, though, and elysiuM looking really good here. Yeah, they managed to get those 2 picks before their Uber was even popped, and they cleaned everything else up afterwards, so they should be able to push right back into last. And in fact, they're already doing that through this choke. They have to deal with 1 soldier and now a scout up as well. But I do believe they will get this captured very quickly. Anyway, this tournament happens, yeah, in November of 2011. Oh, that looked like it hurt. And the deal with that there... Why didn't elysiuM build that Uber? Anyway, the deal with that is that apparently the Chilean scene sort of like died down after this, and I haven't heard about anything happening from Chile since then. So hopefully, guys, people want to get back into it after they see a game or two casted on my channel. And, you know, big love to Chile. Even if you guys don't ever play Team Fortress 2 again, I've always wanted to go there and see, like, the Torres del Paine, I guess they're called, the big mountains out there. I want to go to Patagonia, dude, so bad. And I'll probably get a chance to, because for my MBA, I know I'm not talking about the game, I'm sorry, but for my MBA, we get to take a trip somewhere. Of course, we have to pay for it, but we will get to take a trip, and, you know, it's a question of whether I want to go to Chile, or I'm sorry, not Chile, but China, India, or basically a big trip through South America, including Santiago and Rio de Janeiro and a couple other places. So, yeah, I would take a couple extra days out of my busy schedule and just take some vacation time to do that and go visit Chile and see the mountains and do some hiking. Oh man, that would be awesome, because I've seen so many awesome pictures, but I just have to see it in person. But here comes the attack right now from elysiuM, and they have an Uber. They're going to have to take down, what, a heavy, sentry, a demo man. The demo is looking pretty hurt right now, but he does get the Uber flash to him just at the right time. We have the blue Uber just finishing off now, and they did a really good job of defending that, although they only got 1 kill. They have to watch out for Fader here, who looks like he's probably going to get pressured pretty hard, but the medic stays on him. Meanwhile, everybody else from elysiuM's already in. They lose a couple players, though, including a demo and a soldier. And then, nope, there's no pause. That was just the king lagging out. No fun for him. So it's just basically a sniper and medic up right now, and the sniper is holding down the fort here, but not going to be able to do that for very long against a heavy and a pressuring demo and all that. So the problem here that CA has is that they can't push back out. They lost too many players and too many mobile players to effectively push into elysiuM and take that second point, and that's such a bad feeling. I just got finished playing a pickup game on Snakewater, and it's almost like, unless you're a Prem Division or like Div 1 or whatever team, it's almost impossible to know when do we push out. Like, when would be a good time to push out, because you know they're going to spawn really close, and if you don't make a perfect push, you're going to lose last. So it's tough. elysiuM, though, lost a couple players, and the king just timed out. So if there's any time for them to do that, it might be now. Their opponents did just get the Uber up, though, so CA needs to hang back, wait until Red pops an Uber. And the thing is, Red actually... Okay, they called for pause, so that is what they're doing. There we go. Pause is now over. I was going to say, I mean, if they wanted to, they could have tried to push out, but they kind of have to wait for elysiuM to pop an Uber. And look at that. fave gets the kill. I'm calling him fave because it looks French. I don't know. But he does get the kill on the demo man. That's going to mean no sticky traps. Problem is, wow, elysiuM just lost one player there because they got forced by, I think it was Tito, trying to force the Uber. Now there is a back cap going on as well, and elysiuM's going to have to come back and deal with this. fave tries to get the headshot on a scout, can't do it, but elysiuM with his first kill of the match, needle kills Rigo, and fave still looking for the headshot, still cannot quite connect right now. And as a result, the soldier bombing in does manage to take down a soldier from the blue team. Not a lot of protection on the medic right now, but fave does get one headshot there on Tito. Tito is still alive, though. And now the King's connecting with elysiuM, and there you go. There are 3 players left alive on elysiuM right now. 3 players for CA as well. They have captured their second point, so they're not in that danger zone anymore of losing last. We'll see if Rigo here can't do a little bit of flank work. Looks like he's actually planning on backing out through this window as soon as he gets pressured, and that's exactly what he did. There's a sticky trap here next to, oh, too bad those things got knocked around there and now detonated, because that sticky trap would have been kind of nasty if elysiuM had tried to push in through that area, but they didn't. They're actually pushing in through the regular old choke. And Kubrick here gets 1 kill on Nico now. He's going to be spamming some rockets, and really it looks like he's trying to keep some protection on the medic. Helps a little bit taking down Rigo as well. And so with 2 players down, once again, that's both their scouts. CA is going to have a little bit of a problem here. 9 seconds, but oh, look at that. Another sticky trap down from Mono. This guy is just trapping it up all over the place and staying alive with 10 health, walking right back into spawn. That's the beauty of defending last here on Snakewater. You've got a nice, easy spawn to get into. Your enemies have to cover a lot of ground. You've got a lot of cover. You can kind of hide from them a little bit. Oh, a nice Uber saw there. Did you catch that from Bones? He nailed a soldier with the Uber saw, and I think that soldier was the King. Nailed him with that Uber saw and got the Uber up to 100%. I'm not sure if it was at 100 already, but I think it was not. But that was some really clutch Uber sawing to save his team, save the points, and it looks like, once again, CA will push right back out here. Gotta be honest with you guys, I don't actually know what the rules here are, but I think it's going to be pretty much like an ETF2L or an ESL game, where it's a win difference of 5, play for 30 minutes. Mono laying down... What? How did he even... Okay, well, anyway, we'll talk about that later, as he is getting some nice kills right now, but CA has to back off, I think, to their second point, and actually there's only 2 left alive. Now just 1. It's just Mono here, and he is in such trouble right now. There he goes. elysiuM wiping the floor with CA there. Anyway, that sticky by Mono, he just snapped around, laid it down behind the with that little post right there. I don't even know how he aimed it so perfectly, because I've never been able to aim stickies like that. He just laid it right there. Anyway, okay, there's action going on. Sorry. elysiuM was trying to push in, and once again they are pushed out. But this time they've got an Uber advantage, and they haven't had that yet while pushing in. So their medic is coming over here and grabbing some health. I'm interested to know why they're not just pushing right now, because normally you'd do that when your enemies have a man down and you have an Uber advantage. Just pop that Uber, get in there, and see if you can't get a kill. Although in Snakewater, sometimes you do need to get 2 picks, actually, to make it really worth the push. Because look at this. This is a really, really turtly defense here from CA, and elysiuM's lost a lot of players. Now, CA has lost their heavy and their medic, but elysiuM only has 1 player left alive. It is elysiuM, and he's getting pressured pretty hard here. So, yep, there he goes. Mono gets that kill on him as well. Mono is just going huge this game. He knows what he can get away with most of the time. But yeah, this is crazy stuff, man. That CA has set up a really, really solid defense. And what I wanted to say about that defense there was that, yeah, I guess 1 pick and an Uber advantage was not enough for elysiuM. That kind of sucks. But Mono is going to need a little bit of an overheal before he gets in position. Oh, they've got a crit streak. This is going to be nasty. Very nasty for Team elysiuM if they are not prepared for this. elysiuM, they do have a sniper, though. And this is actually a nice little counter. We've seen this happen before, where Kritzkrieg is popped, and they might get 1 kill with it, but then, you know, the sniper, because there's no invulnerability during a Kritzkrieg, it's just, you know, give your target critical hits. All you get out of it is... I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, but basically a sniper can stop it in its tracks, and there you go, the Kritzkrieg is popped. Everybody's just going to try and get away from that. Sniper is the first man to go down to this, actually. fave is dead, but all this spam here and all this damage coming in does mean that our blue team only gets 1 kill off of that crits, and that was not worth it. They needed to pop a little bit later. They needed to push into their enemies a little bit more, get the medic or something like that. Because now look at this, Soviet Sim, the medic for our red team, sorry, for Elysium, has almost 100% Uber, and there is nowhere close to a crit streak ready for CA. The other thing, of course, is that elysiuM, the team, now knows about this crit streak, so they are going to be quite conservative, I think, with popping their Uber. They're going to make sure that they pop it whenever they need to not get crits on and die. But we will see. We'll see as Mono dies there, and it's just Bones left alive. Bones is down as well, and it looks like that little face after his name, D colon there, is kind of describing how he is right now. And there you go. This is probably going to be the first round. Rigo is the only man left alive. He is on the heavy, and it's not going to matter. There you go. Murder indeed. CA loses the first round to Elysium. Let's check out some rollouts here. I don't want to see an equalizer. This is, of course, different unlocks loud, and I'm not entirely sure, but it could even be kind of Australian style, where it's a mix between, you know, ESCA and ATF2L, where you have a couple of unlocks like the equalizer allowed, but then not a lot else, and you have 30-minute games. So we'll see. Mono laying down some damage here, but elysiuM getting the kills. The King takes down Rigo. And now we've got some jumping soldiers in as well. elysiuM very, very much in a positioning advantage. They know their opponents are having to back out here because if they don't, they will die. They've already lost their medic. Tito and Les, the only man left alive. Les is trying to get a kill, and he can't even do that, so that was almost a clean wipeout there for elysiuM. They're going to have an Uber advantage once again, pushing on towards last.
The control point is being contested.
But the question there is, can they make anything happen with it? Because last time around they had an Uber advantage and a pick, and they still couldn't win the round. So we will find out. There's a spy up right now, actually, as well as this, this engineer setting up his sentry. There's a pyro with the degreaser out, so apparently that is allowed too. Tito coming in behind the medic. He's going to try and get a nice little shot off here, but that's not going to happen at all. He gets taken down without really doing anything. CA losing a lot of players. It's just Nico left alive, and he cannot stop this capture by himself. Wow. By the way, if you guys saw that moment of glory from, I don't even know where it was from, but it was Moment of Glory number 151 on ComFT YouTube channel. Crazy stuff happening on CP Snakewater. It involved a pyro, it involved the last point, it involved a grenade, it involved a very full kill feed. That's all I'm going to say about it. You need to check it out. It's pretty ridiculous. But Team elysiuM here is getting out to the middle fight once again, and they are jumping, take some high ground pretty early, but they're actually a bit later than this blue soldier, who, actually both blue soldiers, no, just one, took the high ground. Kubrick now leading his medic quite a bit forward here. Once again, I think CA is losing a lot of positioning, and look, this is a problem. They are getting back up into this little choke point. Once you're backed up here, it is so easy to take damage and to get flanked by this scout. Beautiful work here by the scout fighter. He at least pressured Bones down to about like 9 health, and now the King trying to get a kill here as well. Cannot quite do it, but there you go. Bones drops the Uber. Actually had that ready to go after that mid-fight, and he died with it. Brought the Uber to his grave. Well, you know what they say, you can't take it with you unless you have the Vitasaw, and even then you can only take 20% of it with you. So, that's not too great here for CA right now, and elysiuM looking like they will probably end up winning this round as well. They've got an Uber advantage, they've got a two-man advantage. They're going to push into an engineer who's not even built his full sentry yet, and this is what you like to see out of a dominant team right now. elysiuM just says, we win the mid-fight, we kept our medic alive, we're going to win last too, and they have done it 2 times in a row. Where are my... There you go, watch the mono cam. Ooh. And see which rollout he decides to take. Looks like he's going to take this. This is the fastest rollout, I think, for a demo man to take to mid. And he's immediately laying out some stickies. He notices his opponent is doing exactly the same thing. He's really just going for his opponent. He's not really... and that is a problem. When all he did was go for the opposing demo man on elysiuM's team, and that is, of course, Urk. I guess we're just calling him Urk. I don't know what else to say. Fighter going on the medic right now, and he could take him out as well. Oh, not quite. There you go. Nice little meat shot to the back to finish that off, and now he's going to try and finish off this soldier too. Oh, sick. Absolutely sick. But elysiuM won that mid-fight, even though they only have like 2 players left alive, because they pressured their opponents so effectively. What I wanted to say about the demo man there was that CA's demo, Mono, was so focused on trying to get the kill on Urk that he didn't notice those 2 scouts sneaking, and he didn't have any sort of stickies prepared to deal with that. He wasn't boxing out anybody else. So that's can be one of the dangers of trying to take on the enemy demo man at these mid-fights, is that you forget about the rest of the team that you're supposed to be dealing damage to. So, yeah. Not too great. Right now, elysiuM is running a sniper once again, and running the Kritzkrieg, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that for sure. Where is the sniper? Fader is in a pretty poor position right now, looking towards this soldier. Eats a rocket. Not a huge deal. You know, it's not a very high damage rocket. He's got to be careful. He does not want to die here and lose player advantage for his team. In fact, there goes Tito right now. Gets taken down by Urk from some sticky bomb damage. So looks like they do have the Kritzkrieg ready to go. They're going to have to push him with this right now. Activate it immediately. Take down that medic. And nice little charge on that. He does take down Mono, but he couldn't find the medic yet with that. And now he needs to... yeah, it's going to be too late. 1,000-year Rain of Blood. Well, you know what? That Rain of Blood apparently does not include taking down the enemy medic. CA has the Uber. Can Urk actually get in here and force the pop? No, looks like he doesn't want to do that. Somebody probably should have. But it doesn't really matter, I guess, at this point. elysiuM. Oh, gotta be careful about this. They did push the sniper, and I guess they wanted to try and take down CA, but all that damage and all that aggression from CA so far has not gotten any kills yet. They're still pushing with this Uber, and I mean, it could be a safe thing to do as long as they don't get backcapped, which right now I think they're watching lower, so they shouldn't get backcapped at all. Gotta watch for those stickies as well. And now they are actually backing off. elysiuM was pretty far back there, and they now have a Kritzkrieg. So we'll see how this Kritzkrieg works. Really, this particular Kritzkrieg, once he pops it, isn't going to do a lot. He's going to have to pop it, maybe get 1 kill, and then back out. And what he hopes to happen there, oh no, Mono is going to ruin everything, but what you hope to happen in that situation is for your opponents to pop the Uber as well, and then you're in a situation where you've got a 25% advantage because the Kritzkrieg builds 25% faster. Instead, the Uber coming out early here for CA because they know they have a huge player advantage. They took down almost everyone in elysiuM right now. There's only 1 player left. It is the King, and where is he? Being sneaky. Right around here, over on this side of the point, but no, he's decided to back away. Could take down a scout, though. He's done exactly that, but it's still just him alive, and actually Bones died again out of his spawn for some reason, so elysiuM not in a very happy position right now. CA pushing forward. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Bones... Right, well, anyway, I think the red medic died too. But Bones did die, and that's not a good thing for CA's push here. They almost captured mid, and they're going to get some damage down onto elysiuM, the medic here, but not going to finish that off. Nika, oh, they might actually, if Nika can get it. No, instead, did that Ubersaw actually hit? I couldn't tell because I wasn't watching the percentage. Somebody's got to let me know in the comments. But elysiuM backing away to their second point. They have not given up a round yet. It is 3-0 right now with only 12 minutes left to go. And Snakewater, I mean, if you play it conservatively, it can be a really, really slow map because it's even worse than Granary for having these really small, really trap-prone chokes, and then just huge amounts of distance to cover after you get out of the choke. Looks like our red team is coming out of the kitchen right here, is what that area is called, and they are laying down a bunch of damage to the blue team, not able to heal that fast enough. Bones ends up running away here. Is there anybody on him right now? Looks like there was a demo man trying to pressure in, but Les caught up with him. Les as in Les Paul, I think. So we're going to hear some wicked guitar riffs out of this guy pretty soon. And he does not manage to take them this demo, but he's really lit up right now. Just a couple of connected needles here could kill him. Bones trying to do exactly that and get that kill, but he can't. Brings him down to 13 health. And that's all she wrote. So CA backing up once again. They have an Uber advantage here, and they want to push with it. They want to hold on to second, but can they really contest? Well, they should be able to contest this. They should have been able to contest this, but now they've lost their demo. They're going to stop the capture temporarily, but... you know, elysiuM's going to have his Uber really soon. He does manage to get away from all that spam just fine. And, oh, maybe not. Oh, nice damage from that soldier. Doesn't manage to connect this last rocket. Can he do it? Just pull out the shotgun, man. Oh, no. Cannot get elysiuM. That was a close one. But didn't shotgun him down after getting those rockets. We probably should have done. Maybe he was using the gunboats and couldn't use the shotgun. I have no idea. But elysiuM now on the warpath. They have popped their Uber a little bit early here. And will they be able to use it to take down this medic? Probably. Hard is getting in here and doing some good damage. No, Bones is still alive. So Nico and everybody else managed to keep the medic up. Nico now just doing some spam over here to counter the push from elysiuM. And CA, once again, they have a nice Uber advantage, but there's only 10 minutes left to go here, and they need to find a way to push all the way to last 3 times in a row without their opponents capping again, so this is going to be tough. I do like the scout positioning up here, just a little ambush position, and he can always jump up into this window to stop, to catch the demo, which really the demo's not quite alone right now. There is a soldier kind of watching here, but he could have, if he wanted to, snuck that kill in. Meanwhile, we have Fadera once again on the sniper. And there's not a lot to really see through this area unless somebody just walks right into his sniper dot, which right now looks like they want to do. He doesn't manage to get the shot off there, though. And I haven't seen too many headshots from Fadera. 1 or 2 this game, but have not seen too many. Team Elysium, though, they are going to be pushing pretty darn soon here onto the second, I would imagine, as long as they don't lose their sniper, which they didn't. He was a little bit far forward, but he had support, so the scout had to back away from that. Oh no, they lose a soldier, though. No, CA is going to push on this. They have to, if they want to get their win here. I love it when the soldier says, "Come here, Sally," because I'm always like, what, is that me? No, that's Salamancer, that's different. But, oh wow, nice little shot there on that scout. Just got to take a couple of shots here with the shotgun to finish him off, and there you go, he does exactly that. CA now should be able to capture this middle point here. The Uber just fading for Elysium, but no, actually with 2 players down here, including the soldier and demo, CA may not have it at all. Bones coming around trying to take out this soldier who was at way too much health for him. Who is that soldier now? That is Kubrick on 15 health, but did manage to stay alive and will grab a health kit to be just fine. Or find his medic, or not. I don't even know. Instead, he's going to eat a sticky from Mono and die. And then Fadera finally gets the headshot that he wanted on Mono, so this guy's just going to be lying around on the job for a while. Red team, once again, pushing on to second here, and if they can get this point, I think that'll seal the deal, because it'll be about 8 minutes left, and CA won't have captured 1 point yet. It looks like Team Elysium's going to have an Uber advantage. They've still got the sniper up. He's doing just a little bit of damage here. I think he actually got that kill on the scouts with his SMG. But they're going to poke him in towards his left side, and he can't really take out that wobbly demo man. He's just hanging out over here on the right, being a pest to the entire CA team. They've almost got, or the Elysium team, I'm sorry, they've almost got their Uber, and they're not in position to push with it, which is odd to me. Because they could have taken advantage of this 30 or 40% that they had over their opponents, and instead they're just now getting there, so it's going to be too late. They are trying to push, so props to them for that, but they're not going to find the medic fast enough. Bones is about 95%, he will be just fine. And now they need to take down this sentry gun, which they have not even done yet. SG is still up. And here comes the blue counter Uber. They are going to take down the demo man right here, but oh, never mind. They're going to lose their medic. I have no idea why that happened, because it really looked like they should have had the kill on the red demo, and now instead they may end up losing this round. They've still got their NG up, though, and they've still got that sentry gun, so I think they'll be okay. They're just bringing in a sniper right now with the SMG, pocketing that, which is kind of silly. And there you go. That scout should have realized where the medic was, but he didn't. And that means our medic gets away for a little bit longer. The king is going to come sneak out here and try to help defend the second point. And the longer they do this, the better it is for Elysium. I think that they will put this game in the bag pretty soon if their opponents can't cap. So we'll see. Team CA is probably going to manage... Oh, nice kill here by Les to jump straight into the red team. They were not expecting that at all, even though they probably should have been. It was a good jump and a good kill. Nonetheless, CA losing almost all their players except for Nico, and he's now going to have to deal with a pesky little scout. 2 pesky little scouts trying to pistol his sentry down. What a pain. Seriously, what a pain. But they're going to be able to defend for a little while longer, as Elysium doesn't have any serious spam classes coming in to deal damage to this thing. And actually, Elysium lost one of their scouts. Doesn't matter too much. I think the reason Fadera came in here was he wanted to suicide in and change classes. Yes, he did. He's now on the sniper once again. So, Team CA just hanging out on their last point with how many minutes left? 5.5. And you can't cap 3 points in 5.5 minutes, so pretty much this game is effectively over in favor of Elysium. Let me see here. Fadera is just going to be asking for a little buff so he can take some hits and still live through them. Looks for the engineer, can't quite get that hit, but doesn't take any hits of his own, so perfectly fine. And Elysium can slow play this. They don't mind. They can just sit here and have some fun with it, and they know their opponents can't win anymore. Even if they take a couple rounds in very quick succession, it won't matter. The sentry gun does take down hard, and now Urk is down as well, so elysiuM has lost 2 players already in this attack. They haven't taken down the NG, so the King is trying to stop this sentry from going back up, which he does, but it won't last. I mean, they'll get that probably back up to level 3 if Nico decides to stay NG, which I don't know if he should anymore. I mean, they're 2 picks right now. CA should be pushing out on this. There goes the Uber, but a little bit too late, as Fader now going on a sniper spree, gets 2 kills in a row, and even this Uber is not going to be enough, I think, to capture the second point. Well, maybe it will be. They did finally manage to kill that sniper. There is a back cap going on, but Hard gets taken down by Nico. And now Tito just has to finish off this demo man here, which he will probably do. And that will be the cap on second for CA, so they're at least saving some face here and not bringing it to a 4-0 yet for elysiuM. But the scores are kind of telling the story right now, as a couple players on CA are not pulling as much weight as all the guys on elysiuM. It just looks that way from the scores. Nice kill, though, by Tito here. That's going to be a medic kill. Oh, no, it's not. Wow, good surf in response by Soviet Sim. So he went down to some really low health. Could have died there, and he ended up jumping on that rocket just right to get around the corner and save himself, save his team that push as well. So I like the jump, it just didn't quite work. And now we are waiting for elysiuM to decide what to do. They are just kind of poking in here, and at this point it does not matter. There's 3.5 minutes left to go. You can't win a game of Snakewater in 3 minutes.
The control point is being
At least not from the 3-0 deficit. So it's going to be all she wrote. Nonetheless, this has been a decent game so far. And there you go, they have unpaused. Sorry about that. I think CA, I think they realized, they're just like, yeah, whatever, we don't have this one. So now elysiuM once again capping that second point. They've got a player advantage as well. They've taken down 2 already, so it's 6v3 right now. You know, this one's going the way of elysiuM, but we will see what happens in the second map, because CA does not look like a bad team. They've just been a little bit outplayed on Snakewater, but even teams that get outplayed on one map, I have seen turn things around completely on the next. It all depends on how they pick them and how they like them. CA now losing 4-0. So, this has been Salamancer. You've been watching SalTV. And I do hope that you subscribe on youtube.com/fatmop to see more of this awesome competitive content. I hope that you check me out on twitch.tv/fatmop sometime, because that's where I do all the live casting. I tend to do them more in like the afternoon of the US time, so it's a decent time of the evening for Europeans and Australians. You guys are just asleep. I apologize. A nice little jump there by Tito, and once again, Mono getting a kill at this mid-fight. So even though it's 5 against 6 right now, CA putting up an incredible fight here on mid. They will probably be able to cap it, although the Uber will be ready pretty soon for both teams. And I mean, elysiuM could jump in and stop this if they wanted to. It's 4 on... Well, locally it's 4 on 4, but right now it's 5 on 6 total. No, they can't stop this anymore. So there you go. elysiuM actually has to back away from a 5 on 6 fight. This is why I'm thinking the next map is going to be pretty good, by the way, because CA looks like a pretty solid team here. They know their stuff. They have practiced a lot. So we'll find out. The scouts coming in and pressuring really fast here, but they are going to lose at least 1, possibly 2. And there goes probably a soldier as well. No, he did get a little bit of a run. And now Kubrick juggles Tito. Tito ends up killing himself, I think, and Kubrick juggles the medic as well. Is he going to die to this? No. Close, but no cigar. Bones could not get the needle kill, and that is a wipeout for Team CA. A minute left to go, and it is 4-0, guys. So, you know, go check out that second map, or you can just stay and listen to me talk about this one for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll think of a joke. Maybe I'll think of a joke or something. Actually, I know a pretty good joke. As Urk gets a nice kill there. A horse walked into a bar, guys. Okay, get this horse walked into a bar. And the bartender said, "Hey, buddy, why the long face?" So the horse looked at him and said, "Because I have terminal cancer." And that was a joke. So now elysiuM probably going to manage to win this one nice and easy in the next 30 seconds here. It's 4-0. The only question is, can CA get a capture in 30 seconds? And the answer is no. They don't even hold mid right now, so it is mathematically just a bit too late for them to do that. So do join me on the next map, which I don't remember what it is. I think it's Gully Wash, but I'm not entirely sure. And there you go. They are all calling GG now, so thank you for watching. That has, of course, been Salamancer. We're just going to wait until the fat lady says you have failed, or gives us the game over sign, or whatever it is. Hard running around with a bat. Nice bat kill at the very last second, at the buzzer. Gotta love it.